Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards, that's toy-wizards.com, and I'm back for another spontaneous toy review. And today, I have hair in my mouth, right out the gate. Today we're actually going to look at something a little bit different. I was provided with a Barbie, sorry, not Dragon Empress Barbie, by Entertainment Earth, and I thought to myself, well, we've actually never reviewed a Barbie doll for Toy Wizards, and I thought I would give it a try and see how the response goes. I deem our readership to be more on the, I hate to say boy toys, girl toys, like that's never been my MO, but it's typically more on the male geared collectible. G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, Transformers, robots and stuff. I'm like, obviously it's not boy toy, girl toy, but this is just the demographic, and this is the kind of stuff we tend to review. Even me, I'd like to collect these toys. But I was given this sample Barbie doll to review of Billie Jean King. So I'm not familiar with this woman's tennis career. So this is going to be a really interesting review, and to be honest, it's sort of one I was looking forward to doing, and for reasons you may not expect. Yeah, it's funny. Barbie's not our demographic. I am not familiar with this woman's, career in sports. I don't sport in most degrees. Like when I was in high school and I thought it was really, really funny, I used to say the only sports I know are microwaving and porn. Gross. No, but I'm gross. I'm a good cook. But no, in all seriousness, so you may say like you're given this review sample. I'm grateful for the sample. Do I feel obligated to review the thing? And I mean, no, I'm not obligated to review anything. I'm grateful for the opportunity because, again, I have things to say about Barbie that you may not expect, and I thought it'd be a fun conversation to have. I played with a lot of Barbies growing up. I really did. I loved Barbie. And now as a mom, when I meet other moms who have a lot of negative things to say about this line of dolls, they're like, it gives you image problems, body issues, confidence issues. I've straight up had women tell me they were insecure as children because of this hunk of plastic and rubber. She had rubber legs back then and the popping joints, like this one has we're going to take her out of the box. But this one has the jointed external articulation, as I'll call it. But back when I was a kid, they had like joints inside of rubber. So Barbie was very bendy. The arms, I think she was mostly stuck like that. I don't think she had any elbow articulation. She was stuck like that. She always wore a ring. She had little earrings. She had the shoes that I like to chew up. And I loved, it was so satisfying to peel the rubber on the legs. And I'm sure that's why Barbie is now, probably for cost reasons as well, but totally plastic. For me, Barbie was a vehicle to project any story I wanted. If I ran out of boys, like if I ran out of Ken or Kevin dolls, or what was the boy? Stacy had a twin brother. Yeah, Stacy. Stacy had a twin brother, Todd. Back in the 90s, Stacy had a twin brother named Todd. Todd disappeared into obscurity. But whenever I ran out of, male dolls, I would either just make them same-sex couples, or I would turn in my head the girl into a boy, because they just needed to be whatever story was in my head that I needed to get out through my dolls. Whatever job she needed to have, anything. So I've written articles about, do we need Mattel to tell us when a Barbie is a tennis star? Do we need them to tell us when she's an astrophysicist? Do we need them to tell us when Barbie is a postal worker? And this is for adults, dude. This is for adults to feel better, because all y'all still have hang-ups about Barbie. Because when I'll speak for myself, and not every kid is the same, I'm not making generalizations, but for me, I didn't care what her job on the box was or what her hobby on the box was. If I had an epic in my head, today these two dolls could be mommy and daughter, tomorrow they'll be sisters, the next day they're friends, and then tomorrow they'll be fairies, then one will be a robot, because I watched way too much Small Wonder. It doesn't matter. My God, it doesn't matter. So I realized that not everyone did this when they were young. So the people who may have felt that Barbie was a bad influence, or that that she made people insecure, or any of these things, I realize now it was like they took the fashion doll thing just really, really literally. And for them, he was like, you dress her up, her boobs are cooler than yours, you put her in something else, and it's over. And that's Barbie. And she stands there and looks pretty, and you feel ugly. And I'm so sorry for anyone if that's your reality in your headspace, because that is a shame, because you are missing out on infinite, like, so every story you can create in your mind to project onto this series of dolls. You're missing out on all of them with that stuff rattling in your head. So again, not discounting that experience, just sincerely, dude, I'm sorry. Back to Billie Jean King. So let's read. Okay, I gotta say, the most unflattering picture of the sun in her eyes. Like, this woman, to my understanding, she's part of the Inspiring Women series, and she's a tennis icon and equality champion, two very noble things. And like, that's the solid you give her. Like, come on, dudes. She's the sun in her eyes. Let's read a little bit about her. Okay. All right. Champions keep playing until they get it right. Billie Jean King. All right. So, big biography. Born in Long Beach, California, Billie Jean King grew up playing tennis and sharpening her skills at local public parks. In 1961, she won her first major championship title, followed by a series of spectacular victories throughout her legendary career. Off the court, Billie Jean King tirelessly championed equality in sports. In 1973, during a globally televised match hailed as the Battle of the Sexes, millions of viewers watched as Billie Jean King defeated a formidable male rival and proved a woman's place was hers to decide. Billie Jean's game-changing strides for equality and social justice earned her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Girls need more role models like Billie Jean King, because imagining they can be anything is just the beginning. Actually seeing that they can makes all the difference. Way to tell me I'm wrong, Mattel. No, I'm kidding. It's all in good fun. Let's open this up. Let's take a look at this doll herself. All right. I haven't opened a new Barbie in a while. My daughter does have some Barbies, but not any of, it's the $5 bathing suit ones from Walmart, because she's still very young and I don't trust her not to break everything. So she gets discount Barbies. Actually, that's not true. She begged me for Quinceañera Barbie, who had this gorgeous purple dress with a sparkling bodice. She begged me and begged me and begged me for this Quinceañera Barbie. I finally caved and got it for her, $30 doll. Oh my God, she just decimated it. She treated it like absolute trash. Oh, you are in there. All right, let's get her out. Set her free. Set this feminist icon free from her social bondage. Get her out. Oh my God, really? These things display in the box real well. All right. Pull it out. Use all the muscle. Run into the fight. Almost done, guys. Almost done. One day I'm going to learn how to use editing software just to get through moments like these. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. And she's got, look at these adorable little shoes. What did I just drop? I don't even know. All right. Oh, I think one of her tennis bracelets might have fallen off. Okay. So, sorry. Ooh, there we go. All righty. So here she is. And I got to say, I do appreciate those arms. I will put up a link in the description of where you can get your own Billie Jean King doll, tennis, figure, however you want to call it. I say it's a doll, but you can get one of her own. Her hair is very, very, very styled. Like, it has gel galore. And that's how it was in the 60s and 70s too, right? Gel galore to keep that intact. She has the clear goggle style glasses that were popular in the 60s, 70s. Tennis bracelet. Like I said, I think the other one fell off. I felt something fall, but I'm not going to go digging right now. She has these adorable little shoes that are sealed on. Good articulation in the knees. Again, these like robot joints are very interesting. I'm not used to seeing that on Barbie, but I guess that's how it's done now. It's a little more discreet in the elbows, because it just like looks, you know what that looks like? No one will know this reference, but if you ever played any early 3DO fighting games, that's what the knee joint, especially in the Sailor Moon fighting game for 3DO. My God, the most jarring joints. Really articulate hands. I like that, but then they can go limp, they can go high. I like that. That's cool. And of course, articulation in the head, none in the waist. Really muscular legs, muscular arms, because she's a tennis player. She's a sports person. And she comes with a racket, Wilson, familiar brand, and a little ball that I have to try really hard to keep out of my kid's mouth. So this hits all the notes, in my opinion. Again, this is a gift for somebody who's a fan of this woman and her career. I don't think this is like a Barbie to be played with. I mean, although you give it to a child and tell them, hey, here's a new doll, and she has kind of like the mom or teacher aesthetic going on. And as I was saying before, they can make them be whatever you want. And right now, Mattel, look at her sitting. Mattel is doing really great things with making sure that Barbies have all sorts of representation, different shades of all the colors of skin, different thicknesses of the bodies, accessories for said thicknesses, and, not thick or thin, different clothes, just everything's becoming really more inclusive. And then Mattel made those, what are they called? The creative world dolls that are sort of non-binary, and you can decide to make, to present them however suits for your game. And they look like adolescent in that Stacey Todd, I'm still talking about Todd like it's a doll, that Stacey Todd kind of 12-year-old age. And, you can make their hair and the clothing, and you can make the doll whatever it needs to be for that game if you are a child or a person who still immerses in that imaginary play. And I admit, I was immersing in imaginary play way longer than probably most people. Like, I was 14 and still just getting in the headspace, and I had used Barbies to project it and get me there. But that's all I have to say. I will have a price point for this doll when I post this review, and again, link in the description. And thank you again to Entertainment Earth for giving me a vehicle to share my experience with Barbie dolls. I think a lot of people may not expect that I played with them as much as I did, but I did. I loved them. And I had a lot of stories to tell with them. So they're always a lot of fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. Keep with us on the site for all things toy news, reviews, articles, listicles, snarticles, and we will see you next time. All right. Be good, be safe, and have a good one. Bye.